What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie298 coming at your live, getting through the power of the internet. And yes, the classic goatee is making a comeback. I'm growing it back out, even though it's going to be gray this time. But I think it's kind of funny because every video I upload has different facial hair. So that's just a thing I do now. But today I want to talk a little bit about Reddit. And no, I'm not going to talk about like the subreddit that shall not be named, which was banned almost a year ago. I want to talk about my subreddit. You may not even know that I have a Boogie298 subreddit. And if you have used this in the past, you might be very surprised because it can be a very hostile, unfriendly place for someone who doesn't openly despise me for some reason. And I genuinely would like it if you came there and posted Boogie298 memes and funny stuff and discussed my life and discussed things in a positive, healthy way. I think that would be great, but be prepared that if you go there and post something positive about me, even just a link to one of my videos, you're most likely going to get downvoted. You'll probably get a bunch of hateful comments. You'll certainly be called an alt account of mine, even though I don't really have any alt accounts. And then you will probably get some hateful DMs as well, because that's happened to almost everyone that's posted anything positively there in the last 2 years. It's a dumpster fire. But recently, I decided to reactivate my original Uberwolf account on Reddit and decide to try to start cleaning up that place. And this is a formal invitation for me to you to come there and start having some fun and discussing things, hopefully in a positive way. And if people are being too negative or they're spreading misinformation, anything like that, I'm going to use a very heavy-handed ban hammer fist. I want it to be the one place on the internet where you can discuss me positively. If you want to say something negative about me, you've got the YouTube comments section here. You've got other YouTube videos to talk about that on. There's all kinds of forums, and there's Twitter, and there's the rest of Reddit. Why not just have one place where people who want to say something positive about me can do that and not get bullied? I feel like that's okay, right? Now, I used to feel like I was completely alone when it came to this Reddit hate. But recently, because I've been banning so many people from my own subreddit and checking out their profiles, I'll find that they post in a lot of similar subreddits as well, including this one where they bully the angry video game nerd, which is just insane to me. I can't even understand that one. Who is mad about the angry video game nerd? I've met most of Cinemassacre at this point. Angry video game nerd, Mike Matei, Justin Silverman. These guys are great people. I don't know what there is to not like about these people specifically. I mean, when it comes to the content, I can understand the angry video game nerd is not as angry and sweary as he used to be because YouTube forced him to change that. I get that some people didn't like Mike and James Mondays because they didn't like that content. They don't like to see ads in their angry video game nerd stuff. I mean, I can understand that, but some of these like personal conspiracy theories are mind-boggling to me. There's a post there now which amuses me to no end, but it's like AVGN's whole premise revolves around criticizing media, yet if we criticize his stuff, we're classed as mindless haters and trolls. Do the slobs not see the double standard? I have a really hot take here. You may agree with it or disagree with it. Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to see you discuss this, but I think what the angry video game nerd is very different from what you're going to see on a forum or a subreddit. They're creating something transformative. They're doing a lot of work. They're filming, they're editing, they're writing, they're scripting, and they're tearing down a 25, 30-year-old video game. I think that's very different from just posting on a forum and using that forum to tear down the people who made that piece of media. I mean, very rarely have I ever seen James Rolfe go in on the person that made that game, attack that person, call him names like a slob. It's generally the game itself or the company itself. And I think making fun of a piece of media, making fun of a game, making fun of a gaming console, very different from making fun of a person. But it's fascinating to me that this is a hobby that people participate in. I get that, the angry video game nerd's hobby is tearing down videos, so it makes sense to them that they can tear down the angry video game nerd. But I just, there's a lot of YouTubers who I've watched over the years that I no longer like. I don't like what they're posting anymore. So the idea of joining a subreddit and spending years of my life making fun of that person for growing or changing just has never occurred to me as a thing I would want to do with my time. But if you check Reddit, I mean, it's a very popular hobby. Just because I'm not into it doesn't mean there aren't millions of people who are. It seems to be focused heavily on morbidly obese people, people who might be ugly, people who might be disabled, people who might have autism. There's some very common themes there, but then occasionally you'll find one after just a good-looking celebrity who's very healthy, a woman who has OnlyFans. But so much people just spending their time hating on a thing or a person. It's weird to me. I can't comprehend it. And when it comes to somebody like me, I get it. I've said and done some really stupid things. My words have hurt people, so it makes sense to be mad at me. But what did James and that crew ever do? Like, it's mind-boggling. They are just some of the kindest, most giving, most sharing, and caring people I have ever had the luxury of meeting. Blows my mind. But you know what? I'm getting off track here. The point of this video was to promote the subreddit, to have you come over there and hopefully have a little bit of fun with me. I'm posting there frequently. I'm doing occasional AMAs. You can even ask me the tough questions, and I will try to answer them. If you got a meme you want to share, a joke you want to share, even if it's at my expense, as long as it's not vitriolic, as long as it's not mean, as long as it's not hateful, let's be the change that we'd like to see in the world, or at least the change that we'd like to see on Reddit, and maybe make this one small community on Reddit about a YouTube gamer not a toxic shithole. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon. Link down below. Come say hi.